let's talk about the June teams. What do you really expect? What can you expect? The 8 teams you promise?
Yeah, well, I'm optimistic about that. You know, we have very good signs that we are on a good track now with the teams. I'm hoping that in the next 2-3 months we will have 5-6 boats sold. We have around 20 teams that are working with us to get on the start line and who are seriously working and who work with serious presentations, who have contacts with sponsors, who have good dialogues, and you know, for looking at the past 2 races where I was involved, we are at least as good as we were in the previous race, if not even better.
What's about the female team?
The female team was the first team to announce. We have some other teams that are ready too, but they haven't announced yet. And the female team is also very, very interesting for the race, obviously. I think it's going to bring a completely new audience to the race. And I think it's good that girls can do the race because there's a lot of good sailors on the female side.
They can do this better.
I don't think they can do it well. I mean, there's always going to be harder for them. But,
for all the people.
Yeah. So, and I'm hoping we're going to have an Italian team. There's still some interest in Italy. So.
Yes. See, I spoke with Bonadeo. Yes. Yeah. So, but see, the main thing of this is the budget, of course. You in the last presentation you told us about 10-14 million euros more or less. No, you confirm this?
Yeah, we are still at this place. I think it's possible to do it with more. It's possible to do it with less. But the big change we have made since we made the announcement in Lorient is that we have now centralized the all the service on the maintenance of the boats.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one big team that's going to look after all the boats.
Okay.
So it means that as a
and you save money, of course.
You save a lot of money, and for your team you only have to employ very few people. In fact, with 3 people you can do the job. In addition to the sailors, which is less people to fly around the world, less people for accommodation. It's still some cost with the shared services, but it's much more efficient. So this has helped to reduce the cost more. But I still think that we are in the same ballpark with the numbers as when we announced. We know some of the teams that are already ready now, that they have a budget around this place.
I heard that we unfortunately can lose Groupama. Can you inform me this? Or?
No, well, it's not decided. It's not decided. I know that Groupama is currently evaluating what the opportunities are. I know that they have a significant reduction in their budget. So it's really a question about what they can afford.
Yeah.
We are discussing with them, but they have not decided yet.
Okay.
To do that.
Did you expect the Franca-Mas victory or not? To be honest.
No, I wasn't expecting it, but I'm not completely surprised. No. I mean, he's a very, very good sailor, and I've raced against him in other classes, and he has an extreme focus that I think in the Volvo Ocean Race is very much exactly what you want to win, because he doesn't give up, he never stops. He can go for 9 months non-stop with a very, very, very clear focus. And I think they had a very fast boat. They had done a very good job with the boat, very good. And they improved all the time. So,
so for the next one, we have the one design rule. So what the teams needed to improve? The boat handling, life on board, pushing hard with no breakage, the sail program. What will be the focus point?
I think the biggest thing. I mean, the boats are going to be the same for everybody. But I think in the last Volvo Ocean Race, in the end, the boats are very similar anyway. So the question is, how much different is it going to be? I know that, yes, of course, the teams now have less options to change the boat. They don't have any options to change the boat. But I still think that the race is going to be very similar. Very similar, because they have the same tools. They have the boat, they have the sails, they have the electronics, they have the navigation. Now they are completely identical. Before they were slightly different, but
so closer than the last time.
They're going to be closer, and I think that navigation will be more important.
Okay.
So there will be a more premium on the best navigators. That will be very important. Because now, when everybody have the same boat, in theory, they should also sail the same way.
Yeah.
Before, when you have boats that have different speed potential, sometimes a boat that is slow makes different strategy than a boat that is fast.
Yeah, cool.
Now everybody should have the same reason to go the same way. So it means that navigation will be important. But I still think that these boats are going to be so fast that sailing them the right way is going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
One person can steer the boat much faster than another person, just to have the feeling and know when to put this sail and that sail, when to fill the ballast, when to count the keel, when to move the weight, how to steer the boat in the waves. Is going to make
so to have the good guys on board will be one of the key points, of course.
Yeah, yeah. And we are 8 people on the men team, so it's 2 guys less. So it's going to be tough for the 8 people.
Sure.
It's a tough race.
Yeah, incredibly tough. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Knut, we have a good point of this situation, and what's the next step? Can you say as
the next step now is that we are working on the route for the race.
Yeah.
So this is going to be announced in beginning of January.
Okay.
Around the end of
so
the year.
in 2 months. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the big thing we are doing now, is to make the decisions about the different cities we are going to stop.
Okay.
And we had a very good situation because we closed the bidding process on the 1st of November.
Okay.
And we had almost as many cities as we had last race.
We have to expect some important news or something very different, or
I think there will be some new
some surprise.
Some surprises, yes. Some surprises. I think, I mean, for the Volvo Ocean Race, we of course we want to keep what was good. We want to keep the good ports.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good stopovers last time, but I think we also need to change. We also need to evolve.
Yeah, of course.
There needs to be something new with a new race that is new and interesting. That's going to change the route a little bit for the boats. They're going to sail a different way. Yeah, I think it's important to do that.
Okay. So, our audience, stay tuned with the Volvo Ocean Race.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Knut.
Thank you.